Good morning, everybody. Just real quickly, as we head into the Nebraska game this weekend, from the football perspective, I want to make it very clear that, we really want our fans, our community to be respectful of Nebraska and their fans. I think it's important that we all remember this is just a football game. Yes, it is Nebraska, and we know that history and tradition, but I think it's important that, we have civility and there's enough negative narrative out in our country. And when Nebraska comes in, we ought to be respectful to their fans like they are to our fans when we come in. So with that, it's great to be here. Got an announcement that we would like to make. Ball Corporation has been a great partner of ours at CU's for many years, and we're thrilled to partner with them on this new initiative that I'd like to tell you about today. About a year ago, Ball CEO John Hayes, to my left, let me know that Ball was planning to make an aluminum cup that they wanted to pilot in our sports venues. Since that time, we've had many discussions, and we're proud to announce today that CU will be the first collegiate sports venue in the country to use the Ball aluminum cups. This will significantly reduce the use of plastic throughout our stadium, and we will start using these cups on Saturday for our home opener against Nebraska. At CU and in CU athletics in particular, sustainability is one of our top priorities. We've had a number of accomplishments in this area. We were the first Division I zero-waste stadium in the country, the first university in the nation to commit to the UN Sports for Climate Action Framework. So being the first sports venue to add an infinity recyclable aluminum cup was right in line with our sustainability goals. We currently have a 90% diversion rate for our game days, and we look to improve upon that number every year, and this cup will certainly help. And we also think it'll help keeping the red out. We know this is just the beginning, and we plan to be plastic-free in our stadium by 2020. This year, all of our beers will be served out of the aluminum cups, and we will use these aluminum cups in Folsom and the CU Event Center. By 2020, we plan to serve all beverages, including soft drinks and wine, out of aluminum cups. We believe there are many great branding opportunities for us and revenue generation from these cups, and we're excited about this partnership. I want to offer a special thanks to working groups from Ball Corporation and from CU Athletics that have been really focused on this. We think this is going to be a great experience, a drinking experience for our fans and our consumers. The cup really keeps the beverage cool, and they're sturdy, and we think it's going to be a great experience for our fans. Now I'd like to turn it over to John Hayes, the CEO of Ball Corporation, and after he makes a few comments, we'd be happy to take any questions.
Great. Thank you, Rick. For those of you, just a quick blurb on Ball Corporation. We're a 139-year-old company, and we're currently in a couple of different product lines. Here in Boulder, actually, we partnered 60 years ago, approximately, with the University of Colorado to create an aerospace and defense business. But our largest business is a aluminum beverage container business, and we employ about 19,000 people around the world, including over 4,000 people here in the state of Colorado. I mention all that because when we've been developing this aluminum cup for the past 7 years, and we started thinking about a development partner, what better institution could we think of than the University of Colorado that's actually older than Ball Corporation? CU's been around for 143 years, and even football's been around for 129 years. So when you want to talk about sustainability, There is not an institution out there better than the University of Colorado, and that's why it's the perfect partner for us. As I mentioned, we've been developing over the past number of years, and we are making this on a commercial pilot line. We have limited quantities, and this is the launch of it. We expect over the coming months, 12 to 18 months, that you're going to see it in more stadiums, not only collegiate but also professional stadiums. You're going to see it in all outdoor venues, including music theaters and other things like that. And we have plans over the next 18 months to create a facility that has the capability of producing over 1 billion of these containers. We spent a lot of time, a lot of research with Rick's group and others going through it, and the unanimous feedback we've gotten is, number one, consumers love it because it is durable, as Rick said. It keeps your beverage cooler. But most importantly is it the infinitely sustainable attributes of it. Most people don't realize that 75% of all aluminum ever produced by mankind is still in use today. And you can buy a beer this Saturday in this cup, and within 60 days it will be completely recycled and has the potential of going back into another cup. There's not another substrate out there like that. So we're very excited about this. CU is a terrific partner for us, and we're delighted to have the opportunity to do it in a national event against a rivalry with such a storied history. So with that, I think we'll open up for questions.
Questions? No questions about anything?
I've got one. If you're rolling it out, is it just lack of production where you're not using it in pops and wine now?
Yeah, we literally, 6 weeks ago, we started making these in our pilot line up in our Westminster, Colorado facility. So we don't have the production capability to do multiple sizes. We have a line of sight to that, and that's what we're going to be doing over the next 12 to 18 months as we roll this out.
What happens if you run out this Saturday?
We won't run out this Saturday. I think we've protected against that.
Yeah, and our folks, our folks at Ball have been literally working 20-hour days over the last 6 weeks to make sure that does not happen.
And will Broncos be the next facility you'll tap into?
This is actually a global product for us, and so think beyond Colorado, and it's probably premature to talk about anyone else, but we are starting here with the University of Colorado.
Maybe a
Pat?
minor detail, but are these meant to be reused within games? Like, for instance, you go for seconds, use this again, or?
Great question. It's intended as a single use, much like the plastic cups are used as well.
So, Rick, from an execution standpoint on game day, you're asking fans, and you're going to have bins around the facility that on their way out drop these off? Is that the way it's going to work?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like our recyclable product. Our Ralphie's Green Stampede will be out there, in the stadium, collecting cups, and we'll recycle those. And, they'll bring them to Ball Corporation. They'll recycle them. They'll receive money back from that, which will also benefit some of the programs that we have through Ralphie's Green Stampede as well.
Yeah. One of the cool things about this that Rick just alluded to is aluminum is the only substrate that has scrap value, that has real economic value. Because the University of Colorado has its own recycling reclamation center, actually the students will benefit by being able to resell the scrap aluminum that is separated. So it's a win-win-win all around.
Yes, sir.
Rick, how nice is it knowing that if Nebraska fans want to enjoy libation this Saturday, they have to do so with the logo of the University of Colorado on their cup?
Absolutely, and we expect them to buy a lot of those.
From the peanut gallery in the back, are they dishwasher safe? Because I suspect some people will use these as collectibles.
As I said, they're intended to be single use, much like a compostable cup or a regular plastic cup. There's some people that can put them in the dishwasher. It's imprudent for us to say that they're multi-use. They are intended for single use.
And once again, so you talked about this being kind of the initial rollout of this. Are you expecting, various, college football stadiums, pro leagues? This is kind of the wave of the future?
Yes is the short answer. I think, University of Colorado has been on the forefront in terms of being sustainable, and it really gets to the student experience. What you're seeing across the world, let alone America, is that only is increasing in terms of our responsibility for being good stewards for the earth. And that's not just on a college campus. You're seeing it in sports venue, any place that we are using single-serve plastic. There's conversations going on about how to make it reusable or more recyclable, because most people don't realize 9% of all plastic produced by mankind has ever been recycled once, and it's not even recycled, it's downcycled. And that's why this has no loss of yields, and so we can drink this, we can throw it away, it gets completely recycled and go right back into another container 60 days later.
Rick, will we see these at the event center for basketball, or is this a football experiment?
No, we'll see them at the event center as well as Folsom Field, and we'll begin putting those out also at our soccer venue and lacrosse and those things as we move forward.
Will the university be selling the aluminum back to Ball or to a third party?
It'll back to Ball.
Rick, if I could shift to this game, you mentioned a plea for civility, but these games get planned so far out. What is just your kind of excitement level now that it's 5 days away of what the scene can be like here in Boulder?
Look, this will be the highest revenue game that we've had in our history. That should tell you something. There's a lot of excitement. We've done everything we can to try to get those tickets in the hands of CU fans. We know that Nebraska travels well, and they'll have a number of people here. I think the atmosphere for those that haven't been in Folsom Field for a Nebraska CU game will see an atmosphere that's much different than they've seen before. We hope to create that atmosphere every week, but there's a lot of excitement about this game and a lot of enthusiasm. And, I would hope that both of our institutions will really encourage and support their team and be positive about that. And I think everybody will have a great experience on Saturday. Any other questions? Great. Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Good to be with you.